Hello students, welcome to Naazvilla. This video is for class 11 students. इस वीडियो में हम पोएम नंबर 1 अ फोटोग्राफ के सारे क्वेश्चन आंसर जो है वो डिस्कस करने वाले हैं विद प्रॉपर नोट्स एंड इन डिटेल। इसी पोएम पर एक एक्सप्लेनेशन वीडियो ऑलरेडी चैनल पर अवेलेबल है। एडिटेड एक्सप्लेनेशन है, इसे प्लेलिस्ट में जाकर देख सकते हो या तो अगर डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में जाओगे तो भी मैं लिंक रख दूंगी, यू कैन वॉच इट फ्रॉम देयर। वैसे ही सारे पोएम्स हैं उनके एक्सप्लेनेशन मिल जाएंगे विद नोट्स ऑफ द क्वेश्चन आंसर ऑल्सो। इसी चैनल पर ग्रामर और राइटिंग सेक्शन की प्लेलिस्ट भी बनी हुई है। इफ यू विजिट दैट प्लेलिस्ट यू विल सी ऑल द फॉर्मेट्स एंड सॉल्यूशन डन सो फार, सारे मिल जाएंगे तुम्हें और उसका भी लिंक मैं डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में रख दूंगी, यू कैन वॉच इट फ्रॉम देयर। अगर चाहते हो कि मैं और भी सॉल्यूशन वीडियोस बनाऊं तो चैनल को सब्सक्राइब जरूर करना और मेक श्योर दैट यू प्रेस द लाइक बटन एंड गिव अ कमेंट इन द कमेंट सेक्शन। पोएम बहुत ही इजी है और हम जब क्वेश्चन आंसर डिस्कस करेंगे तो हम डिटेल में सारा देख लेंगे तो किसी भी टाइप का कंफ्यूजन नहीं रहेगा while attempting the question answer in the examination. Now we'll start with the discussion. Question number 1. What does the word cardboard denote in the poem? Why has this word been used? While writing the answers, you will always start with writing the name of the poem and the name of the poet. Okay, write down A photograph written by Shirley Tulson. इस पोएम में टेक्स्ट बुक में इंट्रो दिया हुआ नहीं है तो हम अपने हिसाब से इंट्रो लिख सकते हैं यहाँ पे। Shirley Tulson has lost her mother. She shares the memory of her mother, the photograph of her childhood days. The cardboard in the poem denotes the photograph. In the past, people used to paste a photograph on the cardboard, a thick and hard cardboard, and frame it with a glass in the front. Now here we have answered the first question. Now we'll answer the second one, that why has this word been used? So this word has been used to describe the photograph of her mother from her childhood days. When her mother was 12 years old with her two cousins, Betty and Dolly, they are smiling in the photograph towards their uncle who was holding the camera and capturing this photograph. Shirley was not born at that time. Her mother had a very sweet face and thus she emphasizes and she puts attention on how the sea has not changed much, and now she emphasizes on the word that how everything has changed so much. Her mother grew older and now she is no more, but the sea behind them is still the same, does not change that much. I have given you an elaborated answer. You can write your own points and include it as you want to. Okay. Next question. Now, what has the camera captured? Now see, this question is almost similar to the first one. What has the camera captured? The answer to this lies in the first paragraph itself, and you all have to just write down whatever we repeated in the first one. That what has the camera captured? It has captured a memory of her mother. You will start by writing the name of the poem and you will write down the name of the poetess Shirley Tulson and just describe that how the photograph describes the memory of her mother. When she was 12 years old, she went to the beach on a sea holiday with her two cousins, Betty and Dolly. They are paddling. Both the cousins are holding the mother's hand. The mother is the big girl. She is smiling through their hair. They all are smiling through their hair. The camera has been held by the uncle. The uncle is the one who is capturing the photograph. The mother was very young, had a sweet face. Shirley Tulson was not born at that time. And at last she compares the present situation, that how everything has changed. The situation has changed. Her mother is no more with her. But the sea behind them in the photograph has still not changed that much, which is washing away their terribly transient feet. So ज़्यादा different नहीं है, जो points हमें याद है सारे लिख देने हैं और थोड़ा elaborate ज़रूर करना है because you have to write a proper answer. Next question. What has not changed over the years? Does it suggest something to you? Okay, here you can write down the intro, that how she describes the memory of her mother, childhood photograph of her mother when she was 12 years old. And directly address the answer that what has not changed over the years. The sea which is there in the photograph, which is washing away their transient feet, has not changed over the years. And what does this suggest to us? Now here Shirley Tulson is trying to suggest that human beings are transient, means we are here on the earth for a very short period of time. From the childhood people become adult, from the adult people grow old, and one day people pass away. In the same way her mother is no more with her. She is describing the photograph of her childhood and telling us that how young she used to be, how she was a child, but now she is no more. The sea is as it is where it is. It has not changed. What has changed is her mother. It is a photograph of her mother in her childhood. From there she has grown old and now she is no more with her. Okay, so this is what has been suggested in the poem, the passing age of the human beings, the change that the human beings have to go through. This is all has been described in the poem. Next question. The poet's mother laughed at the snapshot. What did this laugh indicate? Now this question is from the second paragraph. So here it is very simple. You will start while writing the name of the poem, a photograph written by Shirley Tulson, as I always do in all the answers. And you will say that Shirley Tulson is describing about the photograph. और जैसे हमने पुराने सारे आंसर्स में लिखे थे सारे पॉइंट्स अबाउट द फोटोग्राफ, वो हम लिख सकते हैं इन द इंट्रो. शॉर्ट इंट्रो करो और हमारा मेन आंसर है अब इन द सेकंड पैराग्राफ, that why her mother is laughing. Shirley Tulson also describes the memory of her mother. Some 20-30 years later, she was laughing at the snapshot and saying that see Betty and see Dolly, look how they dressed us for the beach. So she was laughing at the snapshot, looking at the way they were dressed. So what did this laugh indicate? It indicates its past, a past that her mother had lost. Okay, and there is one more line written here that sea holiday was the past of her mother, and for Shirley Tulson, the laugh of her mother was her past. Okay, so sea holiday उसके मॉम का पास्ट था और अब Shirley Tulson ने अपनी मॉम को खो दिया है, तो उनका पास्ट क्या है? उनकी laugh. Okay, and both of them has lost something. So I hope you got this one. This one is a little tricky one. Next question. What is the meaning of the line both vary with the labored ease of loss? तो अब यहाँ हमें एक्सप्लेन करना है कि दोनों ने क्या लूज किया है. So ये हम ऑलरेडी डिस्कस कर चुके हैं in the previous answer. I'm going to repeat it. You just have to repeat everything all over again. And यही फायदा होता है टेक्स्ट बुक से रिफर करने का कि हमें हर आंसर के लिए अलग अलग पढ़ना नहीं पड़ता. हम इसी में से हम कंटिन्यू कर सकते हैं हमारे आंसर्स को. That you may describe a bit about the photograph. She was looking at the snapshot and she was laughing, and the sea holiday was her past, but right now Shirley Tulson has lost her mother, so the laughter of her mother is her past. So by the line that both vary with the labored ease of loss, vary का मतलब होता है disappointed. So both of them are disappointed. Then why they are disappointed? Because they have lost something. The mother has lost her childhood, okay, but in the present Shirley Tulson has lost her mother. Okay, so that's why they both are labored with the ease of loss. Next one. What does this circumstance refer to? Now this question describing about the last paragraph. Last paragraph is very short. You will start with the lesson name, the poet's name, and a bit intro that in this poem she describes about the photograph in the memory. And in the last paragraph she reveals that her mother is no more with her. Her mother is dead. Okay, and she has been dead as many years as that girl lived. Means she is dead. It has been 12 years that she has been dead. And by writing that this circumstances, she means that in this situation she has nothing to say. She is totally speechless. She is so much in pain and she cannot describe this pain in any words. That's why it's silences. She just uses one line to describe her pain. That is what the answer for the second one, for the sixth one is. You can elaborate this answer about including more points from the poem. Seventh question. The three stanza depicts three different phases. What are they? Now this one is very easy. It is just you have to give a summary of the poem. Okay, so in the class you might already have written the summary of the poem, so you might already know. You will start by writing the name of the poem, a photograph written by Shirley Tulson. Okay, and you will write down that this poem is divided into 3 paragraphs, and 3 paragraphs describe 3 different stages. The first paragraph describes about the photograph. Now include the points which are there in the photograph जो हम पहले भी answers में discuss कर चुके हैं, that it was a beach and there were cousins, there were 2 cousins, name of the cousins were Betty and Dolly, and her mother was 12 years old, and all that thing that she is comparing it with the sea, that the sea has changed less, which is washing away her mother's transient feet. Okay, her feet which are for temporary period of time. Okay, now next in the second paragraph she is describing a memory of her mother. In that memory, it has been around 20 to 30 years later, and she is looking at the snapshot and she is just remembering her childhood holiday or the sea holiday when they dressed them for the beach. She is laughing on it, and the paragraph denotes that the sea holiday was the past of her mother, and for Shirley Tulson, the laughter of her mother was the past. Both of them are disappointed with the loss in their life. This is what is written in the second paragraph. In the third paragraph, Shirley Tulson reveals that her mother is dead. It has been 12 years since her mother being dead. Okay, that circumstance is very painful. She is speechless. She has nothing to say. In this situation, she describes her pain by saying that it is so painful that it silences the sentences. Okay. So these were the question answers of poem number 1, which I think you might be waiting for a very long time, and I couldn't upload it, and finally I'm uploading it. If you want more solutions like this, I told you, let me know in the comment sections. I don't know if you want it or not, और कोई और explanation वगैरह चाहिए तो उसके लिए भी तुम्हें comment section on है. You can say. Make sure that you subscribe the channel, press the bell icon, and be updated to the videos that are uploaded in Naazvilla. Okay, and I'll see you in the next explanation.